Tutorial drawing a fox-eared anime girl. Hello everyone. In this video, let's draw Evolve Mother. That's Low Kishi, the lady in the house. At the beginning, we used the old method. It also needs to be drafted for appearance. Roughly outline the outer contour. Then the left and right sides must be determined. Let me talk about this first. My microphone is broken again. I didn't record the sound when I recorded this video. Now I can only make up for the explanation later. It doesn't matter. Can you see that the whole head is now drawn? Maybe the hair comes out. Then outline its pointed chin. In drafting, the face is actually just a sphere. This sphere, then the triangle below is superimposed to form a face. Then we'll go find some rough sketches of the hair. Don't be too cautious in this place. Just the old routine. Generally speaking, the characters in Japanese anime are basically M-heads. That's the OHIO. The hair in the scener's expression pack is quite abstract. This kind of hair looks good in the second dimension. This M shape is basically the conventional old-fashioned way of drawing. If you draw more, you can simplify it. Now, look at my hair. Then find the brain. The back of his head is like a ponytail. Pull out the ears. Look at the ear and pull a line over. Then connect it. Now let's clamp the neck. Clip that collar out. Then take out the band. He's wearing that maid outfit. The maid's male mother. Then find out the structure of his two shoulders. One big and one small shoulder. Find it by its structure. I just started to scribble. Otherwise, the painting will collapse more seriously later. Then it doesn't matter if you jump next to me. The main details are on the face. And then there's his hair on top. And his head scarf. The maid's head scarf. You need to fix the nose first. Middle of face. 5 eyes divided into 3 parts. What happens after that? Grasp the structural line yourself. It connects this cube. There is a square cube. Look at me, I'm so transparent. Since you said my head. Then we found the right direction. Then there is about 1 eye between the 2 eyes. Did you remember to draw 1 eye? Don't make your eyes all red first. Do you know, this is not called demeanor. The demeanor has been captured, right? Then grab the thing on his forehead. First look at the white hair inside the cat's ear. You see, now the great demeanor has been found. The hand belongs to the teacher, right? You can measure it yourself. It's not yours. The teacher's hand can't be given to you. I won't give it to you, right? The painting is basically finished now. The draft is also found. After you finish highlighting, you are basically done. Basically, the principle is the same every time. Next, I will say a few words about the painting method for reference only. Don't spray me anymore. Yes or no? I think it's because of ordinary college students. Share painting experience. Get out now. I won't say you bark under my video. Really annoying. finish clicking the wallpaper. Look at the whole head. If it's a highlight, then you're done. It's almost 40 minutes. Remember to give a triple. It's not easy. Make this kind of video. Look at the back and fill in the lines. You see, the painting is basically the same. What's wrong with this place? Basic and comfortable head shape. Don't kill it. Because I can do it in black and white. The host is also clear, right? But according to the structure, you can basically draw accurately. Don't get up casually. First, because I was afraid that you couldn't read the draft clearly. The image quality is suppressed by the station again. There's really no other way. I'm continuing to draft. Be a little more precise. There is also a speechless video in the previous video. I'm really speechless. I'm really speechless. It's the turning point when you get stuck after you finish drawing the line. Really asking for so much. If he has the guts, he can come talk to me, right? How to say this kind of, this kind of, this kind of. Online pretender. You caught it with your eyes and looked at it with your expression. Basically looks like the person in the picture. Is it starting to look like this? Do you see the whole head? Still in the drafting stage. Now I'm going to sharpen the refill. Sharpen the point and then draw. Wait a moment. First of all, it should be the sound dubbing in the later stage. There may be some delays. Because when I was recording, I found that the microphone was not selected. Results no. But it doesn't affect. It's no different than recording your speech in real time. Because when I paint, I make the painting dirty. How do I start drawing eyes? Don't say hand shaking. Hand shaking is normal. I also have hand tremors. But shaking doesn't matter. Don't make your line drawings outrageous. Next, we need to highlight them. Slowly refine it. This one also has a sharp line on both sides. Pick these out. There won't be too much deviation. But it doesn't matter. If you are wrong, you are wrong. It's wrong if it's wrong. Probably a pencil. Then use an eraser to erase it. Can't you just tick it again? Outlining is not about disposable pencils. This doesn't matter, because the head of this wooden pencil is relatively large. As long as your shape is correct, you can draw it later. This is not okay. That is not okay. I originally posted a video to show you a picture for your reference. Really, don't disgust me. Some people want to see. No, no, no. Online heavy punch. I really despise this kind of person. Take the face. Look here. My hands shook for a moment. Wrong tip. but it does not affect the connection of the heavy equipment network cable. Just wipe the line again. My left hand is shaking. Wrong tick, but it doesn't matter. You can change it later. Mainly he is a pencil. Anyway, that's how I say it. The previous premise is that you don't know a person. It's really bad. This behavior is very disrespectful. Really, you said you are a big shot. I don't mind. I saw it and felt pretty good. I'm sorry too. Sorry to scold you. No need to act after one stroke. Directly across. I'm afraid you won't understand. Now it's basically done one by one. One stroke at a time. This way of drawing is like a quick sketch. As long as your draft is not too outrageous. You see, the main center position has been highlighted. This is the main thing, because you are an anime. Can you show me a picture? Who is it? As long as you paint your face. Or maybe it floated up somewhere. It doesn't affect your picture much. Don't stare at the photo. This doesn't make sense. Real, you see, some of the hair I drew here is different from the original picture. Does it have any impact? At most it looks a bit awkward. Is it him or someone else? Or his hair? Your hair is normal. One more hair. One less hair won't make much difference. For example, version C. Feeling a bit inconsistent. But what about day mouth? Yes, there is a big difference between having a code and not having code. I forgot to draw the hair layer. Now, let's start drawing the headband on his forehead. I just deducted randomly. I'll just deduct it. Just let him hook up with someone else. Then hook out the ears. You see, I have ears too. Then if you draw the line, it means the outside is heavy. It might be a little shallow inside. There is also the taste of this quick sketch. Then his hair. The top is scattered. The hair is combed. Then the hair below is tied up so it is dense. Lots of hair tied together. There is no need to copy pictures in this place. I'll come to this dress another day. Get clothes. It doesn't have to be exactly like the picture. Whatever makes you feel comfortable. Don't say you love me. Inaccurate drawing. I don't draw anymore. So uncomfortable. I don't want to draw anymore. Don't have this kind of mentality. This is the result of the experiment. Serious. Did you know? How can you do that if you don't practice? Trial and error. As long as you use. Too many mistakes. You'll know what's wrong. You will change it yourself. You don't draw. You will never steal or be lazy. Always lazy. What's the point of being lazy? And trapezoidal. Turn a few corners. Give him some more. Look here. I didn't put any pictures here. The picture above is very messy. Maybe it's that drawing. Is that picture drawn by AI? Just changed it. You see, there are also some trapezoids here. Look at the wrinkles on this skirt. Then next to it is the routine. I have talked about this before. This is the picture, right? Then refine the eyes. For example, where am I not drawing the line well? Use that thin pen to draw it again. Where is it not good looking? You need to give him a place to check in. Then pick out its pupils. It looks more like it when you catch it. Is it just? Although there are some differences between me and Yun. But overall, in terms of effect, it is basically possible to accept a range. 70 to 80 similarities are all okay. There can be some tolerance for mistakes. You can also quickly enter your own style. Not necessary. It doesn't matter if there's even a tiny dot above or below you. I was speechless. What is this for? I can draw it anyway. You still have to do. I'm convinced. If you can't afford it, don't practice it. Really don't take anything. You always come up with this kind of stuff to spray me. Really, I didn't take the money. Second, I am just sharing some tips. Why are you spraying me? This is quite retarded. Every time I see this kind of comment, will you take real action to let me conquer me? Don't talk about this topic. Really speechless. I'll use a pen to tick him first. Just draw it a little more carefully. Make the eyes more detailed. Then the video is here. Remember to leave your comments for the next video. Remember to refuel with one click 3 times. At the beginning, we were up because of the length of time. I will put that element up in batches. Finish the painting in half and then apply the color. You can't line up. You see, the lines are arranged vertically. Then are we still doing the binary division? Just line up vertically. Just don't do that kind of thing all of a sudden. Don't do this kind of random play of cards. Then there is also a transition here. Now it is the natural color of hair. Then now, we are going to do a 2-part shadow below. First, divide it into 2. Color can be added later. Now the binary division must be completed first. First, make up the 2 points. First 20 for strokes. I always take that black place. Try to get 14 bites. Just take one for me to tick. Because I have finished the second part, I will start to lay the base color. You see, the lines are arranged vertically in almost one direction. A little bit crooked. It's okay, you can bend a little bit. You You see, I'm arranging them in one direction. Exactly the same. Look at the numerical order of the lines. It's called inherent color. This is the inherent color. This is very important. You didn't do well in the early stage. No comparison. The inherent dark color cannot be pulled apart. The sorting is vertical. Vertical row. They must appear in vertical rows. Break the pen into pieces and arrange them in order. There were also lines. This can be skipped. Now add the second layer. Because the hair is gradient. This is called shaping. Do you want to add gradient? Add depth from top to bottom. Give it and the effect will change. Look, have you seen the effects? Let's keep adding more. Then you can add another layer of gradient closer to the light source. I drew half of this. I won't copy the pictures. Just add light source by yourself. Look, this interface is done. As long as you do your hair right. Remember to line up vertically. Vertical row. You see, the wiring is very clean. The wiring is basically arranged in one direction. Can you add a second layer of wiring? Yes or no? It seems that the color is also applied with a colored pen. You will find that the contrast is weak. You just keep adding one color. Look, you add a layer. Basically, the color can be suppressed. You see, the shadow also has a gradient. Shadow. Now, let's talk about black, white, and gray. Then the face is white. Is the clothing gray? You see, it hasn't been drawn yet. The hair shade is black. Then the gray side is gray, right? Black, white, and gray. This relationship. Now let's talk about how to press the pen tip to the shield. You can shape it with a sharp note. Because mechanical pencils are sharper. More delicate shaping. Earlier, I also said, your hands will dirty the screen. This is the worst. So I'll save the eyes for the last painting. Save the eyes for last. Now you can continue to add to points. Because after the hair is divided into two parts, there is only one thing left. Where to remember? White or skin-colored things. Hair can use to be 2 for B skin to 1. Don't paint too heavy. Because its inherent color needs to be distinguished. Intrinsic color is also a contrasting color. For example, let me give you an example. Do you think their dark side has different colors? Definitely. Definitely gray. the red side is definitely a little darker. You see, the dark side of my hair is heavy. It is solid in every part. The dark inherent color of each color is different. If you can't distinguish the inherent colors, the painting will not look good. This still needs to be made into a gray surface. The dark part of his bag has a gradient. Look, slowly add up. Just add it up. No, wait. Look, I'll add it in slowly. That strip will come alive. This black, white, and gray is made into 3 layers. You see, I have now painted the whole picture. You see, right? Because it seems like I took a break here. Then I start drawing by dividing it into 2 parts. Because the color of this picture is that the hair is black. Then is the maid's uniform white? Is it called black, white, and gray? Gray face. The contrast between white, black, and gray is clear. Very clean and clear. Clear priorities. That's the reason. For example, let's draw a year card. But there is a stainless steel. But when you draw, intrinsic color, it's exactly the same as the inherent color of that jar. How to put that up? The painting is exactly the same color. This is also a deduction. The picture organization is that it is difficult to distinguish who is the main object and the color. So you have to figure it out. Get the contrast of colors right. Do you know? Let's get these clear first. This is important. Coloring doesn't mean the better the effect is. For example, now I can't play with details. I'm sure it looks good this way. Not here, that's wrong. It doesn't mean that the more operas there are, the better they are. You can't pull the color apart, no matter how much detail you put in. I can't open the picture with the same color as yours. It's just gray. Now it's my turn to rub it with oil. Now the oil is ready. Remember to insert in one direction. I wipe it and insert it vertically. You can keep the direction of these lines. Because he arranged the line vertically. He's still in the line. There's some texture. This picture is more comfortable. This is vertical. Look, I'm done now. At least the wiring effect is still there. It doesn't mean that it will be completely gone after one wipe. Look at the texture on my card now. Is there a texture on it? Just like your large intestine. I did it on purpose, in order to better preserve the original taste. You can see that the back is also arranged vertically. It is also shaped by arranging lines vertically. Except for some of his weird. Maybe according to the structure, we can arrange it in a slightly different direction. You slowly shape. Slowly shaping. Just do whatever is comfortable for you, right? Can he make some transitions between the left and right sides? To HB, do some wiring. For example, next to the stages. To add some tune to it. Don't let up in the middle. Press the side down. This kind of main car is made. A little brighter in the middle. Your hair is sticking out now, right? For example, I think it is too bright. I mainly show my hair. I want to put the top of my head. Forehead hair protrudes. The hair below is dark. That's clearly called staple food, right? At least because it doesn't speed up. I can explain it to you. If you don't speed up, you want me to explain. Brothers, this is the Big Brothers. No way, the duration is limited. I'll upload the elements for you to see. You don't have to worry about this. Mainly then, mainly now. For now, as long as I can tell you what I can tell you. Instead of seeing you guys saying that I can't draw well every day. Coloring is not difficult. Understand the principles of sketching relationships. You were really simple last time. Basically one routine to eat until death. Look at the left and right sides. Press the middle to light up. Because your arm is a cylindrical arm. Why would a paper man build muscle? You just focus on both sides. Lighten up the middle a little bit. Or let us almost have that kind of highlight. Can you find an anime? You just cut out a frame of the video. You will find that Japanese anime likes to use that kind of shadow. But not obvious. This kind of words seem to make his clothes stand out. Three-dimensional. Do you know? Relatively speaking, I made another layer of black, white, and gray. The more three-dimensional your picture is, the more. Better than the previous line drawing. I'll do the color later. Continue to touch up the lines. Anyway, it was really painful for me to make this video. Because it's New Year's time now. You have to pick it slowly and slowly. Better than me at drawing lines. The final line is not as good as the previous one. Hook line basic idiot. Because we don't draw the outline before sketching. Cock up. That's enough now. We drew the sketch and Hoyi drew the outline later. Because when you painted it earlier, did you need to rub it with oil? Wipe it off. I might as well not tick the box in front. Can I leave it for later? Just add a little bit in front. Give him a line. Don't draw a straight line. I just checked it later. Follow me and draw the line. No, not the kind that involves hooking up to death. Oh, it's so ugly. It's exactly the same as your picture, blending multiple colors. Light in the middle. This is also the painting method in the plate. Also the lines or the outer thickness. Or the outer lines. You can leave a thin. Enter the turning point. It's not the turning point, it can be a little thinner. Because it fits the modern aesthetic. Do you know? Now look at the routine I'm using. Just make the lines of the picture a little thinner and heavier. The hook is very thick and thin. I have already explained it once. The narration is real-time narration. You can also watch the element video to learn more. Because now I can only concentrate the essence. There is no way to edit it into a video and post it on B Station. Then last time I increased the speed to 5,556 times. Last time, I had a more detailed look at general rating. Just the illustration style and the TV animation style. Early stage hook, you've almost finished drawing the back. The complexion also has color. You can't control your head. You can't control the color of your face. In fact, it is okay if you don't color the face. You can't control it. Don't do this. At the beginning, I was easily overturned. If you don't know how to do it in the early stages, don't mess around. 2 points is enough. Don't add another very light color to me. Although it is not added, it is directly. I didn't add it before. I started adding it later. Now I dare to add. If you are skilled in painting, you will definitely dare to add it. Eyes are dead black. Just used to be to crush the black. I don't think it's heavy enough. Take for B and draw another layer. If you use for B to paint another layer, it will be darker. I obviously got the same one as you. You didn't eat at all. Can you please use some force? Family, don't rely on. BB is innocent. But if you are a 2 HHB, real. Hacking to B and above. To be 3B for B black is okay. Don't use B2 to black. I really. Because I'm your father and my fucking wife. Look, let's do the two divisions now. It is also very simple to make the eyes in 2 parts. Then darken the pupil. The pupils can be black without any brain. Then use 2H or HB to add a layer of gray surface. It's starting to come alive. Lifelike. Have you drawn the eyes? Then use plasticine to add highlights. Light up this reflector. His eyes are bright and dark. All in one go. The details are slowly being worked on later. Every painting has the same pattern. I can only say that you are lazy dogs. I don't even draw 1 or 2 pictures a week. What if I don't want to draw anymore? I don't want to draw anymore. Again, the same thing. If you can't afford it, don't paint. Do you want some excitement? Stimulate you. I was in the studio before. The painting is not right. You know you can't paint well. If you ask my teacher, it's useless for me, right?